Hermitcraft. Alright. Well, as you can see, things looking a little bit different here. Glass is finally fixed. Cobblestone finally looks like cobblestone again. And gravel finally looks like gravel again. Alright. I have finally gotten my resource pack updated a little bit. And yeah, that is so much better. And if you'll recall also, that also includes updating some sounds to restore some old beta sounds in place as well. Okay, after seeing the comments on the last episode, I have to point something out that I honestly feel I shouldn't have to point out, and that is that this whole thing here, everything about it, is temporary. This is not the final build. This is a build where I am working out the best way to do what it is I'm trying to do. And once I get all that detail worked out, I'll be tearing all of this down and rebuilding in the form of the final thing. Let's see. And as for how I'm doing things, somebody said something about watching somebody painfully place blocks. Excuse me? Minecraft is about placing blocks. If somebody doesn't like watching that, they're watching the wrong game. You know, that's all I can say about that. Somebody else said something about doing my design and testing and whatnot off camera, and just coming back in on camera with the completed build. Anyone who believes that is missing the point. The whole point is to do all of this on camera and go through it with you guys, get input on refining the design and so on. Like, for example, there's a helpful bit of design that input that apparently that if I have the hoppers pointed in the right directions and whatnot, that I can do very nicely with just the 9 here. Well, I'll work on that, and very likely that little bit of development and testing I will do off camera, because that's going to involve a lot of trial and error. In the meanwhile, I'm going to, let's see, I want to set up a single switch to turn both of these clock things on. Let's see, repeaters, and another lever. Actually, I probably don't need the lever, but whatever. Alright, oh yeah, and some redstone. Okay. Alright, repeaters here, here, here. Because I don't want the redstone going past here to lock the hoppers. Alright. And oh, come on. Alright. Okay. Alright, one switch to turn them both on and off. Good. Okay, so now down here, I was looking at a way to get this thing to pulse one time and drop one card into the chest. So let's see, that was something I had to look up and whatnot, because another thing, you know, it goes back to that comment about you hear demonstrating your expertise. God, that blows me away. I never pretended to have any kind of expertise with redstone projects. That's why I stopped to look things up and look up how to build certain simple circuits that ye old redstoners are expert at. Let's see, I need one of these guys. That should do it. Oh, wait a minute. And a push button. Okay. All right. Redstone, repeater, button, okay. Maybe I should pull that back a block so that I can step it into all right. This is me interrupting myself. I tore out everything I was just doing because I realized I was doing it wrong. So what I was building was a pulse limiter, or I think another name for it is a monostable circuit, whatever. But anyway, all right, got that one on, which locks that hopper there. This one is off, which means that one can stay on. When this one comes on, that one goes off. Basic redstone. When this one comes on, that one goes off, and so on. What I need is to have this thing come on for a little while, a second or two, something like that. And so what I actually needed is a couple of comparators, some redstone here and here and here and here, there. Yeah, like this. Okay, great. And then I got a stone button as opposed to a wooden one. We'll see how that goes now. Hit the button. Hopper gets unlocked briefly now. All right, now turn the shuffler on. And while it's shuffling, hit the button. And we have 3 cards here. Okay, that tells me it's staying on too long. Wonder if there is a way to make this run a little faster. Not much. Okay. How about try the same thing? Okay, we'll use the stone button again without the comparators. And let's go ahead and take those out of there. There's one in there, but that's okay. Now, I'd prefer to deal just 1 card. And I got 2. Alright. Okay, maybe the pulse limiter is the way to go. Who knows? Alright, let's try it again. No. Repeater. Genius. And stone button. Drop a redstone here. Redstone connecting this. Alright, no carts in there. Shuffler on. Hit the button. Nothing. Alright. A duh moment, perhaps. Alright, let's try building the thing up. Okay. Okay, turn the shuffler on. Redstone. Oh, wait a minute. Like so. Okay. Alright, let's try it again. Deliver one card. Alright, while the shuffler is running, how about I return the cards to the thing that I have gotten out here. Alright. And go ahead and drop these back in there as well. Wait a minute. What the heck is going on? This thing was working fine earlier, and now only one side is getting fired. Of course, that's not running because nothing's getting into it. Alright, time to do some troubleshooting. Okay, figured out what the problem was. Somehow, all the cards had maneuvered their way over onto this side. And that's got to be because these hoppers are not aligned good. So I'm going to take them down, these 9, and pick them up and reposition things in the hopes that they will then work better. Okay, so let's see, that way. Alright, and on this side here. Okay, get up here. I seem to have misplaced one of them. Oh, it went in here. Alright, so one there, one there. There's still one missing. What in the heck is going on here? Oh, it probably ended up in one of the other hoppers. Okay, I don't know where it ended up. I'm not going to care. Not right now. Alright, and this one, bang, that way. No. Let's have this one going that way. Alright, now get all of these things. How about this? Turn the shuffler on. And then just start dropping these things back in there. Okay, why is that turned on? Because I screwed up with this. Alright, let me get this stuff reorganized, and I will be back for another try. Alright, I think I've got everything straightened around now. Start the shuffler going. Come back here, hit the button. Alright. That got one card into there. Now, hit the button. We've got one here. Now two, and I go hit it a third time, and every time it's delivering one card. Alright, shut up. There. Okay, so this is the basic thing here, the basic shuffling mechanism. It seems to be working. That button turns it, that lever turns it on, and this causes one card to be dealt right there. Okay, great. And the main key to making this work is having the repeater on like 3 or 4 ticks. I'll leave it right there. That was working. Now comes the really hard part. I need to come up with a layout, a design for this thing that will have most of this probably underground. And then an arrangement for the card that is dealt. Instead of going into a chest, it's going to go either by way of hopper or whatever to a dropper chain going up to take them up, and then deliver them to assorted different locations based on switch selections. That is going to take me a while to figure out, so I'm going to be working on that for next time. And I apologize for not getting a whole lot done this time around, but it was some important stuff that I needed to figure out. A few things I had to say, and so on. Yeah. Like I said, this whole thing is temporary just to make sure that I've got the mechanism figured out. And now that I've got the basic shuffle up and deal mechanism figured out, now I have to open up a place down below, get it built in its final position, and then route the cards to where they need to go. And yeah, that's going to mean basically send them up somewhere and then have them come down by way of hopper exchange or something with redstone torches or signals or whatever. A redstone signal to various hoppers to lock them so that they won't deliver to certain locations except when they need to. and there will be several places that cards need to be delivered to. There'll be 9 players that have to have 2 whole cards each, and then the community cards, there'll have to be 3 cards for the flop, 1 for the turn, 1 for the river card. And that's going to take a bit of figuring out, and a lot of that is mostly just going to be laying things out and getting something that looks like it might approximate the final build starting to come together. I'll be working on that, and we'll check in soon with more updating and hopefully serious progress. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.